Hey folks, so in this episode I wanted to briefly go over air frying fish. Okay, so inside the bag we have our fillets, we have some breading mixture along with some Dano's seasoning, and we kind of shook that up and coated the fillets. And then what I do is turn on the air fryer. So this air fryer I'll have linked in the description below, but this one here is awesome. It's really cool because it also has a pressure cooker built in, which you really don't use for fish, but it just has a lot of functionality. I really like how easy it is to clean. I ended up taking a rag with some oil and I coated the pan. Okay, so at this point we're putting our fish into the air fryer. When I'm putting them into the air fryer, I'm spacing them apart just a little bit. That way we can get a good amount of airflow around the fillets, and that will make sure that the entire fillet gets crispy and not just certain parts. Also, if we wanted to include veggies or if we had more fish, we could use a riser rack, which this air fryer included. Okay, so we set the settings to air crisp mode at 400 degrees, and we set the time to between 10 and 12 minutes. I'm gonna probably do 11 minutes for this. And then we can end up hitting start. Okay, so while the fish was cooking, I ended up making some green beans and some potatoes because that's just like what I like. And right here is a look at the fish. Nice golden brown outer crust. You can grab it out. So I basically just set this in for 11 minutes and I forgot about it. I left it. I never touched it. I just let the air fryer do its thing and basically close it up. I can take that pan out, set in the sink when I'm done. But right here, we got our beautiful fillets. So one of the things that my family loves to do for a quick and easy meal is we will end up utilizing the riser rack, which was included with the air fryer. First, we'll put the asparagus into the air fryer, then we'll put the riser rack over top of the asparagus, and then we'll put the fish on the riser rack, and we'll cook it for 12 minutes at 400 degrees. Delicious air fried fish using our air fryer, which you can find that in the video description below, and I'll have all the details in the description on the settings that I used. But I love it. Okay, so let me show you just how flaky this stays. This is grouper, by the way. Perfect. Still nice and moist inside, not dried out or anything. So pretty much somewhere between 10 minutes and 12 minutes with that air fryer. Gets it nice golden brown outer crust and a nice juicy, flaky inside, not overcooked or anything. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. My wife and I, we ended up purchasing our air fryer. This was not a sponsorship. We're not paid to make this video. We just wanted to share it with you because, I mean, it's really delicious. I mean, and it makes cooking so easy. I know a lot of people like fried fish. You don't have to use as much oil or grease or anything like that. Pretty much I just grease the pan ahead of time. And as I said, you can actually have a little bit of oil in a spritzer bottle, which you can actually purchase in like kitchen sections. And about halfway to 3/4 of the way through cooking the fish, you can spritz a little bit of it on lightly, and that will help the breading get nice and crispy. But most of the time I don't do that, and this breading turned out nice golden brown, nice crispy. Good texture. It's really, really good. You'll be able to find this air fryer that we're using in the video description below. The reason why I like this air fryer is because it has a pressure cooker also. So if you want to make other types of meats, other types of meals, the pressure cooker really comes in handy with speeding up some of the cooking process. I mean, we can make like a pot roast where the meat falls apart. Like, you can make that in under an hour, which is crazy because a pot roast would typically take a slow cooker like 7 to 8 hours at least. So ribs too, like barbecue ribs, you can actually do it in this unit with the pressure cooker, and it will make it so that the meat just falls off the bone. So yeah, if you're new to air frying, hopefully this helps you. If you don't have one, consider maybe getting one. See ya.